A peachy keen.
Oh.
Are you doing this again? Are you
Welcome to the Garlic Boys
podcast?
podcast.
I hate you. Hate you.
Welcome to the Garlic Boys podcast, where we treat friendship like a good recipe treats garlic. You can never have too much of it. We're your hosts. I'm Connor O'Connor.
And I'm Droopy McCool. I play some instrument in the Max Rebo band. That's my name, Droopy McCool. Droopy McCool. Because I'm cool, and I play the flute. I think it was the flute.
So you took a whole 180 on the name thing, and instead of just finding... You could have just said, "Hi, I'm Max Rebo," but you decided to do a deep dive into the entire Max Rebo band and find one of the more obscure members of the band.
So the thing is, Max Rebo doesn't talk, and to be completely fair, neither does Droopy McCool. However, Droopy McCool has the coolest freaking name, so I had to go with that. I had to. It was mandatory at this point. I could have
I don't know
done.
if I'd say that's the coolest name.
Droopy McCool. It's literally in the name, dude. McCool. McCool.
Yeah, and there's what?
That I don't know how to explain this. If somebody's name is like Senior Stanky Leg, like you know they got a stanky leg. You know what I mean? Like it's in the name. You can't debate that. What are you looking up? What are you looking up here?
Would you say your last name is German or French?
German, I think.
I'm asking you what the meaning is. Why did you ask me what the meaning is?
What is the meaning of Haux?
Yeah.
I don't know. What is the meaning of Haux? That's a good question, says the internet.
Okay,
Said
so
the liar.
This is going to take us down a rabbit hole. Ready? So I'm on Ancestry.com.
Oh, nice.
It's a patronymic name for Hauck. Hauck. That's hyperlinked. I click on that. And it's German from a dialect variant of the ancient Germanic personal name Hugo, which then says see Hugh.
Nice.
And then Hugh is English, Welsh, and Scottish of the Norman origin, from the old French personal name Hugh, from the ancient Greek or from the ancient Germanic Hugo, ultimately derived from Hugi, which is mind spirit.
Nice. So my name is Gift of God Mind Spirit. That's cool. That's really cool.
That was such a journey to get to.
It's because everybody's derivative of another person. Everything's
derivative. Jinx, you owe me Dr. Pepper.
Here you go. It's actually a Mountain Dew Spark Zero Sugar, so you can have that, I guess.
Have you tried here? Actually, should I wait for this question?
It's going to be like your topic or something.
I don't know. Yeah, I'll wait for this one. I'll make this
All
my
right.
topic because I think we can discuss this for a little while, as well as some other related information to it.
Cool. How you been, man? I just saw you a couple days ago on your birthday.
Yeah, we got to hang out for my birthday.
Yeah, we went to Putt Shack. That was so much fun.
It was fun. I really enjoyed it. It was much better than the other indoor putt place in Pittsburgh.
I've never been to the other indoor putt place, but
I don't recommend it.
This place was rocking. It was really cool.
It was so cool. Like the courses that they had like were fun and challenging, and it wasn't just hit this ball up a hill.
Right.
Like
It's like there's a windmill. Oh wow, that's so challenging and so fun. No, it was a lot.
The first hole we did was like it was called Around the Corner, and it was like a basically a NASCAR wall, and they
Yeah.
have what's called a super tube and hazards on the lane. And so typically you want to have the least number of points in golf, but at this place you get points based on like you want the highest number of points like a normal game. And so like if you get the super tube, you're more likely to get a hole in one, as well as you get a point bonus. If you get a hazard, you get 10 points taken off your score. And you get different points based on how well you do on the hole.
Yeah.
So the first one was just like a curve. The second one we did was air hockey.
Yeah, there was like one really like fast air hockey puck that was going, or not puck, but like the little,
The handle.
yeah, whatever it's called, going back and forth. And then there was a really slow one. It was so slow. So it was going like this.
And you got to time it out right and everything.
It was wild.
There was
Beer
pong, which you had to hit it up a ramp and get into one of the cups. I don't think anyone got it into a cup.
The Ayana, I think her name was, on my team, she did. She got a super tube on that one. Yeah, it was
nice.
wild.
And then after that was the Tetris hole.
Yeah.
Which again, it had the moving pieces just like the air hockey, but it was Tetris themed.
Yeah, it was wild. A lot of people got caught up on like the little L-shaped ones.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The next one was like the Wheel of Fortune kind of thing.
And it was really cool. So you hit it up a bend and then it goes past the wheel and it stops on a point bonus. And then it goes, if you get a hole in one, you get the point bonus. Well, we were confused at first. What it was is it didn't count your first putt.
Yeah. As long as you made it into the around the bend instead of, because like if you don't hit it hard enough, then it kind of rolls into the whole area. Right. But if you hit it hard enough, it goes all the way around and it doesn't count it because you have the chance of getting that point bonus.
Right.
It was cool.
Then the next one was the pinball, right?
I think the next one was the Connect 4 one.
That's right. There's the Connect 4 one. Oh, there was also the True or False one.
Oh yeah, we forgot
True or False. And that one,
it like asks you a question.
It asks you a question, and you do true or false. And if you get it right, you get a bonus. If you don't, you don't get the bonus. My friend Courtney was going, and she hadn't hit her ball yet. And Corey from TGB One Shots hit the ball from the air hockey
and
course,
it bounced,
and it bounced over into the true or false, and it went into the wrong hole, and she got the answer wrong because of that.
That's so funny.
But then there's the Connect 4, which I don't know how you got it up that plank.
I actually did it. It was wild. There's both that one and the true or false one had a very like narrow wooden ledge. Like the ball could so easily like there's no grip on it. It would just fall right off. But if you hit it up the narrow ledge, you got the super tube thing, which like gives you extra points and stuff. And I somehow, by the gift of God, after hitting terribly the whole day,
right up into it.
Right up into it. It was great.
And then the next one after that was the pinball, which we got caught up on because Josh got his ball stuck.
Yeah. Poor guy must have hurt. Sorry, I know. PG.
It's not even just the nature of the joke. It was just a bad joke.
Never.
And then the last hole was like a dartboard. And it was basically like you're gonna get a hole in one on this. Just hit the ball and see if you get like a 40 points in the center, 50 points in the center, 40 around it, and then 30. Like it went out like that.
Yeah.
And I got to hit twice on that hole because the first time I tried, my ball got stuck. So they got me a new ball, And the first time I hit, I got 40 points. The
Yeah.
second time I hit, I got 30 points.
Yeah.
And so I lost.
It was on his birthday too. Ah,
Courtney won, and she had like 360 something points. I had 299.
yeah.
Like there was like a 40-point difference in between myself and whoever got last place, like
Yeah.
fifth place or whatever.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I was like right in the middle, which is pretty standard for
Right.
me. I'm not surprised by that.
It was a ton of fun though, because like I love mini golf, but Courtney came up to me afterward and she's like, "You're not good at mini golf. Just stick to bowling." I was like, "But I love mini golf," and she goes, "I know, but you suck at it."
For the listeners at home, peep the pictures of the Garlic Boys One Shots group. There we all got a picture together. It was nice.
Fun fact is that was the first time that all 5 of us were in a room together.
I had never met Shanio before, ever. Like I've talked with them countless times, obviously at TGB One Shots and on the episode they were on, but never in person.
I don't think you had met Corey or Mug in person either, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I have.
Okay.
A couple times actually.
Mm.
When we were doing something. Oh, we were moving you back into your house. They stopped by.
That's right. Yeah.
So I met them there, and then I've met Corey
Trivia night.
times.
You met them at trivia night too. That's right.
Yeah.
Because we went to trivia that night.
Yeah.
But the cool part about this course was that we didn't have to keep score or anything. Like
Yeah.
you put your ball down on the tee and it sensed it was your ball.
They're
And,
magical balls.
It
Yeah.
was it's the same people that do Top Golf.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. So it's that
I didn't know
technology. And so like that's how like it tracked your score and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, it tracks like how many hits you did and stuff like that. It was wild. Like I've never thought of that.
It was so much
before.
fun to not have to think about the scoring at all.
Yes. That's one of the worst parts about mini golfing. And it's like you could do it without keeping score, but then how do you know who wins? Like I want to win.
For sure.
I want to win. So I can't just not keep score.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was great. It was nice to be able to mix a few people together that like normally didn't hang out.
Yeah.
Like besides you and Shanio, everyone else was really like my friends from high school. And so having like all of One Shots there and then those gang of people just being able to interact with each other, it was nice to have that like as like a way to celebrate. I guess not me, but like my birthday, you know.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Not to make the whole thing about me, even though it was.
Kind of is. It should be about you, and if it's not, then we're doing something wrong.
Can you guys guess I'm a Leo?
Could have never imagined.
But that was a lot of fun. I'm really surprised with how well everything was. Like we walked past before it was actually like finished being built, and like I figured it was going to be a smart thing for them to like put that there and everything. And just like the people who designed that and came up with that idea, they were just just really smart.
I hate that you're doing this now. I hate that you're not just doing the bad pun and going into the quiz. I hate it. I hate it, and I hate you.
What did you want me to do?
I wanted you to say clever, and I wanted you to go into the clever boy quiz.
Clever. I was
clever once.
They gave me a quiz. A clever boy quiz.
Made me really clever.
Clever.
Yeah,
I was
clever once.
Welcome to this week's episode of the Clever Boy Quiz. As you all know, this is Matt's chance to be tested on his knowledge. And this week's Clever Boy Quiz is a very special kind of quiz.
I don't like that.
It's going to take me a second to get everything ready.
Oh, boy.
And so there's going to be a quick cut in the video, and then We'll be back when it's ready. Welcome to this week's Clever Boy Quiz. The title for this quiz is called The Clever Boy Quiz Presents Connor's Corner of Chaos. Connor's Corner of Chaos. This is a similar quiz format to that of the Facebook Marketplace episode, which means that we are doing a PowerPoint presentation. So if you'd like to see the photos that I'm showing Matt as we go through them, you could always watch our YouTube videos, the YouTube version of these podcasts. But Matt is also going to describe the photos as best as possible with what he's seeing.
Oh yeah.
Through his process of trying to determine what they are.
Okay. Oh boy.
Matt, I'm going to show you a picture. Much like the picture you see on the title slide here, is going to be one of the corners of the picture. You have to try and then tell me what the entire picture is. So, all of these are going to be movie posters.
Okay.
And so, to explain like the theme of it is movie posters. So you just have to give me the movie.
Oh no. No, this is gonna be so bad because every Marvel poster looks exactly the same.
Yes, it does. Are you ready?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready. Oh, that one's easy.
Yeah?
Oh, well, the way you said yeah makes me
No, it's easy. Tell me what movie this is.
okay.
Tell
This
us
is-
what you're seeing. Describe
Ye-
the scene for everyone right now.
So right now I'm seeing Hedwig, Harry Potter's owl.
Okay.
Which I know it's by the owl and the castle in the background. This is a Harry Potter movie.
Okay.
I see the word begin
Right.
at the top. And that's about it. That's about it.
All right, detective, what does that make you think?
Begin makes me think of the first movie because that's where stories begin. So, and I'm pretty sure it is. This is going to be my guess anyway. So, Harry Potter and the Philosopher/Sorcerer's Stone, depending on where you are in the world. Final answer.
Matt, you are correct.
Yeah, I know. That was easy. That was an easy one.
That was an easy one. You're correct. They do get harder. You ready for your next one?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I'm seeing one of those like 90s like family photos, you know, like where people dress up, they stand in really awkward poses and they smile really weird, like this professional, gross, terrible photos. We did a lot of those as a family when I was younger.
For sure.
And they're wearing purple shirts and plaid like tweed vest kind of argyle. Yeah, that's a good word for it. Hand crossed on the shoulder, yeah, in that awkward position. Kind of like brothers, or you know, maybe step brothers.
Final answer?
This is Step Brothers, yes, final answer.
I wasn't sure if you were gonna get this one.
I've seen the cover for this movie way too many times to not know this one.
When I came up with the idea for this quiz, this was one of the first ones I thought about doing.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do this corner that we showed you because I figured the other corners were easy to get.
If I saw Step or Thurs, yeah, I probably would have got it.
For sure. That's another correct answer for you. Here's your third photo.
Oh Lord. I know exactly. Oh, wait.
Do you?
No, wait a second.
Come on, start thinking out loud. Describe what you're seeing to everyone.
Okay. So, oh no, this is. I thought I knew what this was. I see like a little sconce, a torch, hanging from a wall with some bones behind it, skulls and bones, femurs. I see in the background like. Oh, it is what I thought it was. Okay, now I see what they are. They're like little snowmobile things. Not really little. They're pretty big. They hold a couple people in them. And they're driving in the snow, and I see a person standing. I see only their left thigh and their left hand. But this is National Treasure 1 with Nicolas Cage. I'm almost 100% positive on that.
And you're sure this is Nick Cage's thigh here?
I've studied Nicolas Cage up and down. Yes, I'm 100% positive that is Nick Cage's thigh and his hand.
Final answer.
Final answer, baby.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes. All right. Once I got what those things in the background were, I had it. Like I saw the torch and I'm like, that is National Treasure. But then I looked at those things and I'm like, what are those things? And then I realized they were like the snowmobiles from the beginning of the movie.
Right. That's why I picked those, because I thought maybe that would throw you off a little bit. Because these top two corners, there's not really anything in there, and except Nicolas Cage's name at the top
And the
So it's
movie
like-
name.
Right. So I was like, those can't be used. And then this corner, it was like, oh, I could zoom in on it. And then when I zoomed into an angle that like I felt didn't reveal too much of the poster, it was just her crotch. And I was like, nah, bad luck. That's a bad look.
Yeah. I almost guessed Prince of Persia because the covers, I believe, are very similar. Like
They
eerily
probably
similar.
are, yeah.
But no, I got it. All right, we're solid.
Yeah, 3 for 3 so far. You ready for your next one?
Yes, I am. Oh no! What is that?
Describe everyone what you see.
Okay, I don't know what I see. I cannot. He is zoomed in so much. All I see are 3.5 very pixelated fingers holding something very pink.
Mm-hmm.
Like very pink. There are a couple things that come to mind when I see pink,
Okay.
and that is Mean Girls, Legally Blonde, and White Chicks.
Okay.
It could be absolutely none of these. But that's the only things that come to my mind when I think of pink.
For sure. Those are all reasonable guesses with the color pink as your one clue.
I don't have my wallet, but what this reminds me of, kind of. I don't know what this is at all, so I'm purely just guessing.
Mhm.
And I'm pretty sure it's a white background, so I don't know why it's black. If it is what I'm thinking it is.
Right.
Oh Lord. Okay. What it's making me think of is like when cops or like FBI agents like flash their badge, they hold it like that. So that's why I'm thinking it is White Chicks, and honestly, that's the best I can do. That's going to be my final answer.
Matt, it's so funny that you chose those 3 movies because I cannot think of anything that's probably more different from those movies than Fight Club.
I've never seen Fight Club ever, not once in my life. I have no idea. I've never seen that cover of the movie.
I don't know if this was a real poster, but let's just talk about this real quick. You have Brad Pitt here.
Yeah.
This is hot late 90s Brad Pitt with the little goatee. You got
Edward
Edward Norton in the back here.
My
who I
boy,
didn't
the Hulk.
realize had a soul patch for this movie. I don't know how I didn't realize that. But then you have this hand here, which clearly does not belong to either of them.
No, yeah, he'd have to be like that. It would be awkward.
Some very bad Photoshop.
Yeah, that Photoshop for Brad Pitt's face is pretty rough. Not gonna lie.
But yeah, so that's Fight Club's poster. But yeah, that's Fight Club.
Interesting.
Your first incorrect answer.
First incorrect answer. I'm sweating a little bit.
Well, let's see how moist we can get you.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so this is a Shrek movie. I'm 100% positive on that. I see the name John Lithgow. I know who John Lithgow is because we did a quiz at one point. And we had to discuss who John Lithgow was. That was
Why are you assuming this is a Shrek movie?
because of the Shrek ear.
Okay.
Sorry, listeners. Yes, there's a green ear that is Shrek's ear on a blue background. However, I don't know which movie John Lithgow was in. John Lithgow, I believe, played Fiona's dad. That sounds about right. That sounds about as good as I'm gonna. No, John Lithgow played Farquaad. John Lithgow played Farquaad. Okay, this is the first movie. Shrek 1. Pretty sure Farquaad was only in Shrek 1, and possibly also, it could have been like the Rumpelstiltskin one where he's like going back in time. Or is that Rumpelstiltskin one? He was going back in time, I think, in one of them, or like looking back in time. I don't remember. I'm gonna go with number 1. Shrek 1. Final answer.
Final answer.
Final answer.
That is correct.
Yes. Yes. All right.
I chose this one specifically to see if you remembered who John Lithgow was.
Yes. Yes.
So John Lithgow is only in the first movie.
Okay.
But there is a special, or like there's a ride at Universal or something like that, where like I think it was like a Halloween special maybe, where Farquaad comes back as a ghost.
Oh, lovely.
Because he's killed by dragon in the first movie.
Yeah, yeah.
And John Cleese plays Fiona's dad in the second movie.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was mixing them up, but yeah, took me a second.
Fun fact about the Shrek franchise that I just enjoy knowing: in Shrek the Second, or Shrek 2, sorry, not Shrek the Second. In Shrek 2, they go back to Far, Far Away, which is where Fiona's family is from, and they stay in Fiona's childhood bedroom. Well, in her canopy bed, she has a picture of someone up on her ceiling that says Sir Justin, and it's meant to look like Justin Timberlake. For that town. And then for Shrek the Third, arguably the worst of the 4, Justin Timberlake voices Arthur, who they go out and find to become the new king.
That's awesome. I love little things like that. Like we were actually just discussing this last week. But little Easter eggs are my favorite thing about movies sometimes.
Oh, I like things like that where like they probably never meant for that to happen, but it's fun that it did happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Alrighty, next one.
This is the Barbie movie, dude. It's got Margot Robbie. I haven't seen it yet. I really want to see it. But yeah, this is the Barbie movie. Final answer.
Yeah, it is. I figured that one. I almost went with this corner here, the bottom left.
Yeah.
But I felt like that would be too harsh.
Literally just blue background and like a pink sparkly whatever. That would have been rough.
I should have made that one harder. Alrighty.
That's okay.
Next one. Go see the Barbie movie. It's fantastic.
I want to so badly. I know this one too, dude.
Dude, why do you just know movies all of a sudden?
Because I can see them. Because I can see them with my eyes. I'm usually it's just you talking about like maybe even a brief synopsis or like actor or something. I don't know that, but if I see it, I know it. Okay.
I've made such a grave error with this quiz.
For the listeners out there, I'm seeing an eye. The eye is red, like the iris. And there's like a I don't know, a grainy look to it. And then there's like two little antennae right under her nose. It's the Silence of the Lambs. Final answer.
Yeah.
Bow, bow, bow. He underestimated me.
Fun fact about this movie is Anthony Hopkins was only in it for about 20 minutes and he won an Oscar for his performance.
That's wild. I mean, he played a really good Hannibal.
Oh yeah,
But that's still wild.
Jodie Foster was fantastic in this
She
movie
was
as well.
she was so good.
Alrighty,
Oh.
this is the next one.
Oh no. Okay. I don't know what this is at all.
Do you want to describe it?
Yeah. Another red eye. It's just an eye. Lots of blue, like blue skin. And the letters I have are ETO, which make me think Jared Leto, which makes me think Morbius. But is this what Morbius looks like? I never looked at the cover art for Morbius? Because the only other things I've seen him in is as the Joker, and this is not the Joker. This is Morbius. I'm going with Morbius. It's got to be.
Final answer?
Final answer.
You sure it's not the Joker?
100%. Joker doesn't have red eyes.
Have I ever done my Joker impression for you?
No, you haven't.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Hey, it's me, Jared Letty. I'm the Joker.
That's a really good impression.
Yeah, it's Morbius.
Terrible movie.
So you were correct in saying that's not what he looked like. It's the vision of his eyes in the background and then the echolocation coming out from him.
I see.
This is also a very bad poster.
Honestly, if we're being honest, most of the posters coming out for most of the movies lately have been pretty garbage.
Yeah.
Like they were good. I think like the first one was decent. Like it was good. I didn't mind like one or two like kind of they call it like floating heads. I didn't mind a couple of those. But then they just like every one was the exact same, which is why I was so scared about this quiz. You could have done every Marvel movie and I never would have known a single one of them.
I almost did Avengers Infinity War.
Yeah.
But the corners all gave some sort of information specifically for that movie away.
As if I would have known that information.
True, I could have just done the list of actors and you wouldn't have known that.
Yeah, very true. Very true. I not a huge fan of this whole floating head thing anymore. Like it's not good anymore.
Like if they had just done the eyes and like a silhouette of a vampire mouth for this,
Yeah.
could have been a cool poster.
That would have been cool. I like artistic posters. Slapping a bunch of photoshopped heads where they're all looking in different directions really isn't creative.
For sure.
Or artistic.
Alrighty. You ready for number 8?
I'm ready for number 8. Oh no. Okay,
describe what you see.
Yeah, I'm trying. Okay, so there's like broken shards of glass. I assume broken shards of glass, and within the glass reflecting, are different images. That's the best I can give you. One image has like just a black and white drawing. Another image has a guy's eyes. A guy's eyes I do not recognize. That could be a song title. Another guy is really buff, like He-Man buff, with long flowy black hair. This is a movie, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Because I could have. This is tough. Not gonna lie, I don't know what this is, but the only movie. Oh, I also see the words "what you are" in the bottom left. I don't know. What?
I doubt you've seen this movie.
Okay. So it's not what I was thinking it was.
So there's one. These eyes are what I thought might help you figure out what this is.
Is it like a character in the movie?
Technically,
Technically.
it's also a specific actor that I thought you might recognize.
Not from the eyes. Okay. My best guess, if it's not what I originally thought it was, my best guess, even that's rough. My best guess is it's that Everything Everywhere All at Once, which had to deal with the multiverse, which is what this is giving.
Okay. What was your first guess?
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Gotcha. Okay. Which one do you want to go with?
I know Doctor Strange had all the whole glass thing going. I've definitely seen Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and I'm almost positive you know that I've definitely seen Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So I'm going to go with Everything Everywhere All at Once, even though I want to see that movie so badly, and I haven't. I have it on my list.
It's on my list too.
Yeah.
I'm kind of disappointed in myself that I haven't watched it yet.
That's my final answer.
Matt, you inadvertently said the name of this movie several times, and you didn't even realize it.
Did I really?
It's the M. Night Shyamalan classic Glass.
Oh my gosh. I haven't watched that in so long. Yeah.
So this is based off of the movies Unbreakable and Split.
Yeah. It's
So
the sequel.
mhm. Unbreakable stars Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson plays a character named Glass, who is someone. He's basically the dude from that one SpongeBob episode where they're trying to sell chocolate, and he's like, every morning I wake up, I break both my legs, and every night I burn both my arms. Because he's supposed to be a man that's made of glass, and
he has like a bone disease that
right.
makes his bones extremely brittle, like glass.
And Bruce Willis's character is unbreakable.
Yeah.
Like he survives a train accident, and he's the only person that does that. And he finds out like he can't be hurt, and so he becomes a superhero. And then James McAvoy is someone with multiple personality disorder.
Yeah.
And he has like one of his personalities is like what's called the Beast. And so Glass teams up with James McAvoy to take down Bruce Willis.
By the way, in my opinion, Unbreakable is one of the worst movies I've ever watched in my entire life. However, I really enjoyed Split and Glass. That's fine.
So I think if we look at most of his movies in between The Sixth Sense and Split, they're not great.
Was The Village between those?
Yes.
I actually like The Village.
I don't know. He's very like when he hits well.
Yes, agreed. But like when he doesn't hit, it kind of falls really flat.
Right. Like what's the one movie? Oh, why can't I remember what it's called?
Signs.
Signs is bad, but it's Life.
Mm.
I think they're in a boat accident or something like that. These people get marooned on this island, and if they touch the sand,
Yes.
they start aging.
My mom watched that one. Yeah, she actually liked that one. She thought it was like an interesting concept. Who's the guy in the bottom? Like, who's the actor I might have known?
That's James McAvoy's eyes.
Is it really?
Yeah, he's got some piercing green eyes.
Wow. Yeah, no, that to me that doesn't look at anything like James McAvoy, but I gotta give it to you. That was a good one.
All right, here's your next one.
Oh, this is garbage. This is absolute. I hate you. There it is, fellas. There it is, folks.
We haven't had a genuine one in a little while.
Well, there it is. There it is. Okay. I see a desert landscape. Oh, you know what? I kind of think I know what it is. I see a desert landscape. I see like telephone wire, like that runs along the side of roads. And in the background, there's very oddly shaped monolithic outcroppings. I don't know. I'm using big words because I have no idea. And then there's like a plateau kind of thing. Again, no idea how to describe that. I think though, and I could be very, very, very wrong on this. I think it's Cars. I don't know. I think it's the first one. I think it's no idea. I do, and I don't know why. The things in the back look like ships, which is kind of what's throwing me off. But they kind of look also like cars. Like there's one type of car that I can't. I'm sticking with it because I don't know. I have no idea what's. It could be Rango in the desert. I don't know. I'll go to Cars. Final answer. I'm just gonna stick to it.
Matt, I'm highly impressed with you today.
Oh no! Oh my goodness!
This is the poster for Cars.
What are those things in the background? Are those supposed to be reminiscent of old cars?
I'm not sure. I think those are just part of the mountain, but I believe this is called Gasket Ridge. Like this is something that's like named after a car part,
Right.
And that's where he learns how to drift on the dirt.
Yeah. That's kind of why. Okay, that's cool. I totally guessed.
That was incredible.
I've never looked at the background of that movie poster ever.
It's a decent poster. See, this is kind of floating heads, but it's not bad because like it gives you the vibe of the town and like shows you these are the characters in like a nice and like organic way.
See, it kind of gives me like group picture vibes. Like that's what it feels like to me, is like they just piled in for a group picture.
Yeah.
In front of the town.
I agree.
It's nicely centered. It's like, yeah, I like that. I like that poster.
Alrighty, well, that's another question correct for you.
I'm doing so good on this quiz, dude. Bonus time.
It's time for our bonus question.
Woohoo!
Matt,
Yay!
This is going to be the hardest one so far.
Oh no. Okay.
Are you ready?
I can sense sarcasm, but I also don't know if it's sarcasm.
Are you ready to find out?
I'm ready to find out. I was born ready. Yeah, you're right. This is actually the hardest one. Whew. Okay. From director and producer of National Treasure, I can deduce that. Who this would be helpful if I knew directors and producers.
Yes, it would be.
It would be extremely helpful. From Sam Raimi. No, Sam Raimi definitely didn't do. He didn't do the National Treasure movie. It's possible. Sounds like a Bruckheimer kind of thing.
Bruckheimer, yeah.
Did Bruckheimer do these movies? Do the National Treasure movies? Wow. Okay, so sorry. Listeners, director and producer, National Treasure, that is my best guess as to what that says. Then there's just green. It's just a green background. That is nothing. That gives me nothing. You wanted this to be, what if I was tied and you're just like, I'll just give you a little tiebreaker, a little bonus question. That's so mean.
It is, unless
I think, Connor, there is a green, cloudy looking background.
Oh, so it's cloudy.
Cloudy with a chance of being
So it's green. It's cloudy.
green. It's cloudy.
The director and producer also did National Treasure.
Yes. I don't know who that is, and I don't know what other things they have produced or directed.
Okay.
Why would I know that? Who knows? Listen, I know you're a big movie buff. I know you are. But the people that not only look into the actors, not only look into the story, but also look into the director and have favorite directors, you're insane. You have too much time on your hands and you look into dumb things.
My favorite director is Edgar Wright.
I don't know who that is.
Edgar Wright is a fantastic director. I recommend Baby Driver. It's my favorite movie by him.
I've heard of good things about that one.
The only downside to that movie is Kevin Spacey is in it.
That's fair. That's fair.
But enough about movies that aren't on the screen right now. Matt, have you got a guess for me of what you think this movie is?
I am 99% sure that it is wrong,
Okay.
but it's the only thing I can think of when I look at this poster, this corner of the poster.
Uh-huh.
And I'm 99% sure that it's wrong. So don't come at me in the comments. Tell me how wrong and dumb I am, because it's just a guess based on very little information. It's Venom. Venom's my final answer.
You think Venom was directed and produced by the same guy who did National Treasure?
Not even remotely.
Well, I'll tell you this. Not only was this directed and produced by the same guy who did National Treasure, it has the
is
same
National Treasure too.
It has the same stars National Treasure as well, Matt. You ready?
Is it Book of Secrets?
No, it's the
No!
Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Oh, you butthole! You absolute butthole! This is not the poster I've seen for this movie. But this is a good poster. This is what I'm talking about, people. This is a good poster. This is artistic. This is beautiful. And I'm so mad I didn't get this. You're a jerk.
Yep.
I hate you so much.
But there we go. That was today's quiz.
I should have known you'd pull something like that.
I really wanted to give you that Nicolas Cage clue earlier.
Yeah, you should.
But part of me was like, oh, if I say it's also starring Nicolas Cage, his man's immediately going to go to Sorcerer's Apprentice.
I actually, when you said because it was the director and producer of National Treasure, I was like, oh, it's probably like Book of Secrets. But actually, I'm pretty sure Book of Secrets has green undertones in the cover, so it could have been a valid answer. But okay, you know what? That's fine.
But you did win today's quiz.
Heck yeah, I did.
And you know what that means?
Means you don't have a name for the next one, do you? Because you didn't think I'd win it.
So 12.
We're gonna spend the rest of the episode coming up with 12, aren't we? I've had this topic for 2 dang weeks, Connor.
Baker, no. Because Baker's clubbing. Wow, that could be 13.
Or Clever's dozen. Oh, but again, that's 13. Yeah. Clever's dozen would be good.
I'm doing Baker's clubbing.
Okay, that's fair. 12, so 12.
12.
The clever root of 144. That's so bad.
The 12 clevers of Israel.
Or we have recently started a Dungeons and Dragons podcast recently, as in like several months ago. We could do like D12 kind of play on that, but I don't know how we would do that.
C12 vitamin.
Vitamin C12.
Yep.
That's it? That's what we're doing?
Vitamin C12. That is your rank now on the Clever Boy scale.
All right, I'll take it.
And good news is we have 13 already made. So if you win next week, we don't have to worry about that. And look, that didn't take much time at all.
Yeah, now I'm getting into my topic before I before I lose it again to another week.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode.
No, you sit down and you listen. You listen to my topic.
All right, I'm going to go for it. I don't know. I'm going to go for it.
Connor, where are you from?
I was born on the small island off the coast of Jamaica.
That's BS. But Connor, in Jamaica, do you have a restaurant that serves hot pot?
Not specifically that kind of hot pot, but yeah, in Jamaica you can find some hot pot.
Connor, in Jamaica, do they have a restaurant where you do all of the cooking, where you literally do everything except maybe refill your broth, and you have to pay $27 to eat there per person? Do you have that in Jamaica?
No, I don't believe they do.
Yeah, well, I would like to interest you in the amazing invention of the hot pot. The hot pot, which is pictured behind me, is where you go to a restaurant, you pay $30 for an all-you-can-eat hot pot. $30 per person for an all-you-can-eat hot pot, just so you can do all the work yourself. Just so you can stick all the meat in there yourself. It was pretty tasty, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Sorry, are you upset at that idea?
Okay, listen. Yes, I'm extremely upset. But I do understand that there are workers there. They do have to prepare the meat. They do have to buy the meat. They do have to bring out the meat to my table. I still paid $30 a person, though. That's a lot of money, dude.
Well, yeah, but you had what? You had the hot pot. What was fueling that hot pot?
Electricity, I guess.
So what? Or is what? 50 tables in the restaurant? That's 50 tables using a lot of electricity to get that hot pot hot.
There was actually only like 5-ish, maybe 6 hot pot tables. The rest was just regular tables.
That still takes a lot, and plus, you're not using jank. You're not using jank beef or jank chicken to make those dishes.
That's true.
Like,
That's true. Hot pot is not for people who can't spend money. Hot pot is very expensive. However, it is delicious. I got beef, I got pork, I got clams. I've never had clams before, but I threw those in there. I got other stuff that I can't remember out the top of my head.
bean sprouts.
No, I didn't. I did get some mushroom. I got mushrooms that were a strand of cordyceps, which are from that kill you in the one show, The Last of Us. Yeah, it was cool. If I turn into a zombie, then you know what? I guess I turn into a zombie. At least I was enjoying a $30 meal. All you can eat meal too.
You paid $30 to become a zombie.
More or less, yeah. No, it was really good though. Like it's just a boiling pot of soup that you just put a bunch of raw meat into, and then it cooks, and then you get to eat it. It's pretty good.
I think that's an interesting concept. There was a restaurant near us when I was younger that it was like a salad bar style place. Like you would go up and you get your raw meats and everything, and then there was a grill top on your table.
Yeah,
that you got to just cook up your food yourself. And of course, like the meat strips were small enough that unless you just set it on the pan for a second, you were gonna fully cook your chicken and your steak and things like that.
It's hard to, unless you literally just cook.
Right.
Unless you just dip it really quick, it's gonna cook all the way.
And it was a good restaurant. I enjoyed it a lot, but it eventually shut down. I think they just couldn't sustain it.
There's a place called the Melting Pot nearby ish.
I really
very
Very
expensive,
expensive.
again, because they have to supply all this and whatever. Can't pay their workers. I don't know. No,
Probably not.
it's another restaurant where you kind of just do all the work yourself. But they
Yeah.
do prep. They prep. They do all the prep. You're
It's
not
also
prepping anything.
fondue, and like when you start using the French words for things, people are like, "Ooh, let me give you more money."
Yeah, that's true. I've heard good things about it. Never been.
Like if I described as a dish to you as this is a roasted chicken with a sautéed broccoli, with a cream or with a bechamel sauce, lightly draped over some fresh noodles. Compared to this is some chicken and broccoli Alfredo.
Yeah, it definitely sounds a lot more like
One I'm spending $20 on, the other is probably about 13. Like there is a markup on certain things like that.
yeah. One I'm going to Olive Garden for. The other one I'm literally going to like France for.
Right. This isn't exactly on topic, but like it's something I want to talk about. I've only been to this restaurant once, and I want to go back as an adult to try the experience again. Have you ever been to Buca de Beppo?
Buca de what? Oh,
Buca de Beppo.
Buca de Beppo.
You want to go to Buca de Beppo? You go to Buca de
Buca de
Beppo?
Beppo.
You go to Buca de Beppo.
No, I've never been to Buca de Beppo.
It's a family style eatery, and so what that means is like you order one item and it's like for the table. So like you get a plate of raviolis, yeah, it's costing you $27, but that's
But
to
it's for
split
the
amongst
table.
the table.
Yeah. It's Buca de Beppo.
Right, it's Buca de Beppo. It's for the table. That's what that means. Well, so it wasn't exactly $27. I think I'm exaggerating on the price, but it could be now, depending on like inflation a little bit.
Yeah, right.
But when we went, I don't know if we knew it was family style because all three of us got a meal,
Oh no.
and basically like I had a serving platter full of lasagna in front of me, and of course I can finish that. But like imagine a normal person going there not understanding the style of it,
Yeah.
and then you have 30 like 3 pounds of lasagna gets placed in front of you, and it's like how am I expected to eat this portion?
Yeah. That's wild. That's
So-
wild that they don't like put that up front. Like, hey, don't you know Buca de Beppo means for the table?
It's for the table.
That's wild. That's wild.
I like it though.
Have you ever been to Texas de Brazil?
No, I don't think I have.
It's another place that is ridiculously expensive.
Mhm.
However, they bring just freaking huge cuts of meat like on skewers to your table, and then you just like cut it off right off, like it literally just came out of the oven, and they're just toting it around like, hey, do you want some of this? They have varieties of meat, all like pork, beef, chicken, bacon, lamb. It's so good, and they like season it, and it's so heavenly. If you want like the rare stuff, you get cuts from the middle. If you want like the cooked stuff, you get stuff, and it's all you can eat as well. Super
fantastic.
super expensive, like insanely expensive, like $50 a person expensive, but
Ooh.
so good.
There's a restaurant that my brother works at, and on Tuesdays they have all you can eat crab legs for $50.
Wow, that's pretty nice. I haven't had like good crab legs in a long time, so
I'm not a huge fan of seafood. I'm not sure if we've discussed this on air before. Like I'll eat some crab, but like I'm not like psyched about it. Though one like a few things that like I'm a huge fan of: shrimp and scallops.
shrimp is so good. I've never had scallops. I've wanted to try them so bad.
This is another super expensive restaurant, but it's it's called Morton's Steakhouse. And I went with some friends and their family, and we split Can you stop with the mustache?
It's finally long enough to do the handlebar thing again because I like trimmed it way down. So I can't stop fiddling with it. I'm sorry.
We split this order of scallops, and they were the bigger scallops, like the bay scallops, I think they're called, and they were wrapped in bacon.
Oh man,
They were topped with a mango chutney.
Mango chutney.
It was
That sounds so-
fantastic.
That sounds amazing. That sounds incredible. Like that sounds like somewhere where I would just eat it and then die because I've lived life to the fullest that way.
It was great. It was also one of those places like they do like lava cakes, and you have to they like cook them fresh, and because it takes so long, you have to order it when you order your food. And so that it comes out in time for dessert and everything. It was brilliant. It was fantastic.
That's incredible. That is so good.
Well, we've got a few minutes left. Do you mind if I just bring to you my topic before we have to go
Please.
here? So there is a rumor, and I'm stoked about this. Baja Blast will be coming to stores permanently.
No way. Okay.
And it'll no longer be a Taco Bell exclusive flavor or just a seasonal retail flavor. You'll probably still be able to get it at Taco Bell, but there's a rumor that you'll be able to get it in stores year round instead of just summer. And that is so exciting to me.
That's insanely exciting.
Because Baja Blast is like, you go to Sam's Club, you'll stock up on it, especially if they have like the buy two, get one free deal that they do sometimes on it. But one thing I've been enjoying with the Baja Blast is that they've been expanding the flavor of it a little bit to new fruits. And I guess this is like a weekly recommendation for me. Like, I don't know. I've been doing snack food recommendations lately, but go out and try Baja Bohemian. I believe it's
Baja Bohemian.
Baja. Yeah, I think it's Baja Bohemian, or maybe it's Caribbean. I don't know.
I think it's
like
Caribbean.
Baja Caribbean Blast.
Gotcha.
It's the same Baja flavor, but they add guava to it, and it's very tropical. It's not overly sweet with it and everything. It's just a really solid flavor. Very much like what they did with, I believe, the pineapple and mango last year.
I missed the pineapple mango one. I never got to try it. And I was so upset that I didn't buy it when I saw it. So I never got to try that. And I did try, I think they have a purple one too that was like a passion fruit or something like that.
Yeah, I haven't tried that one yet.
It was decent.
I think we talked about this maybe on the first episode since we did the voodoo back then. Go check that episode out if you haven't already.
That was a long time ago.
It was 43 episodes ago.
That was insanely
Sorry,
long.
no, 42 episodes ago. But I'd say on average, Mountain Dew is the best multi-flavored pop.
Yeah.
Because it's the one that I guess they try the most, and a lot of them hit. There are quite a few that don't hit, such as the gingerbread and
the
gingerbread and the fruit quake were horrible ideas.
The fruit quake was bad, but then I tried the gingerbread this last year. It was good. I liked it.
I didn't rock with either of them.
That's fair. But fruit quake was garbage.
But like a lot of the other ones, like they're decently good pops. Like if that's an option and there's not like Dr. Pepper available.
Even their Dr. Pepper. Even their hot and spicy one or whatever it was, the spicy Mountain Dew. I didn't hate that. I thought I would. I was like, this is just gonna be like it's just gonna taste like jalapeno juice. Like
you talking about the flaming hot Cheetos one?
I think it was like flaming hot, but yeah, like it was good. It was actually really good. I liked it.
And I don't really see that from other pops. Like I know it's a Pepsi brand, but like there's a few flavor variations of Pepsi, and they've really just stuck with like those flavors. Coke has some like abstract concepts that they're turning into flavors. Like
Yeah.
there's a League of Legends Coke out right now.
Right.
It's not like a branded Coke. The flavor is League of Legends.
Yeah, and they had like a Starry Galaxy one back in like a
Right.
couple years ago too. That was
like
like
an imagination flavor, and it's like
what? What does that taste like? That's like candles. There's some candles that are like a walk through the wilderness, and it's like, what does that smell like? Like I get there are smells on a walk through the wilderness, but like, is that really the candle? Like you want to choose an abstract concept for a candle?
this is my new candle. It's called Relaxing Evening. It
Yeah.
smells like a candle. Well, that what is that?
It's like dream a little dream. This is my candle. Dream a little dream. What does it smell like? Dreams. That's what it smells like. It smells like my partner in my bed next to me farting all night and snoring. That's what it smells like. What do you think?
It smells like a sound.
Yeah, no. People go a little haywire with the candle and the abstract drink flavors.
And like I get you can get smells that like invoke ideas in you.
Yeah.
And like sense memory and things like that. But then like unless you have like 30 smells trying to create one idea, just put it on the label.
Unless you literally collected the dew, the little cloud condensation off of a rocket ship as it came into orbit. I don't want you to name it. This is universe, I don't know, like galaxy star drink. I don't want I'm not good with the improv, all right? I don't want you to flavor it some abstract flavor that I can't test for myself unless I can go to space, take off my helmet, and
Which
do
you
a little and do a little elixir on the Stardew. I don't want you to name it anything remotely resembling Stardew, okay?
You might not be able to do that, but what we can do is we'll send you into space with with a sealed mason jar.
Yeah. Okay.
You then get out into space, you open the mason jar. Do your best to keep both parts of the lid together.
Yeah.
Swoop a lid, close it, seal it, and then we come back in and we just huff it.
Do you know what that would smell like? Do you know?
Nothing.
It would smell like absolutely nothing. It
smelled like jar.
It smelled like glass. That's what it would smell like. What does glass smell like?
This is my new candle flavor. It's jar.
It's literally like they took the essence of a jar and they put it into a candle. Even the candle's kind of like see-through. It's so abstracted. Awesome.
This is my new candle. It's called Relaxing Thunderstorm. It's lavender, lilac, and every 2 hours there's one firework inside the candle that lights and then explodes. So you feel like you're really in a thunderstorm.
I've almost caught my house on fire a couple times, but it's okay because I was
so
prepared.
worth it because I've never slept better for the 20 minutes that I am actually asleep before the firework goes off.
It makes me feel like I'm really woken up by thunder.
It's so relaxing.
This candle I got is called Elton John, and every couple of minutes, the wick pulls on a little tab that is in a little card that plays Elton John music, and it so reminds me of being at an Elton John concert.
This one is called The Predatory Nature of Wolves, and it smells like a wolf that's like hot breath is just running through the forest, chasing down a deer, and eventually killing it and eviscerating it. It's like my favorite.
And it's so cool because there's like real blood mixed within the candle.
And
like real blood.
And a little bit of menthol, so you get that chilly nature of the woods.
This one's called My Friends Absolutely Hate Me.
This one's called Abstinence First.
This one's called Abstinence Till I Die.
I'm not allowed to smell it until I get married.
I think it kind of smells like Sprite Pepsi, but I could be wrong. I don't know.
I'm not exactly sure. I've never experienced it, so I have no like way to tell you what the flavor is.
I'm supposed to light this the first night on my wedding night. That I
I'm not
have
supposed to light. I'm not supposed to light it. My husband and I light it together.
we're we're giving.
Yankee Candle, hire us. We got you guys.
We totally got you with these ideas. We're giving people bad ideas, but we're doing really, really bad ideas.
You know what's a really good idea, though?
What?
Checking us out on the internet. You can head on over to Instagram, TikTok, and I guess it's called X now.
Just screw that. We just need to delete.
I think
we just need to delete
you
our
can know
account.
us on TikTok and Instagram to
it.
follow updates for
That's it.
and you'll want to stick around for more updates from us because we are officially launching some Garlic Boys merchandise. So if you watched last week's episode, or if you're going to watch it once it comes out, you would have saw one of the new designs for our merch. That was, I believe it's the OG TGB is what I called it. It's like a little retro look at the garlic heads that you see on our little album logo cover. This one behind me is the Stay Garlicky retro styling. We also have individual garlic head stickers, or basically anything that you want to get it on, that you can either pick Team Connor or Team Matt to implore more competition in our lives.
Check out our sales in a couple weeks. It'll be all Team Matt. Every single one.
This is just definitely something y'all can help out with. If you think I'm the better garlic boy, buy the Team Connor merch. If you think Matt is the better garlic boy, which if you're crazy, then you can buy the Team Matt merch.
I think on Redbubble you can like stuff even if you don't right now, even if you don't have like a cup of coffee to spend, which I get it. Coffee is very important. But even if you don't have a cup of coffee to spend on a sticker, you can still like them and it'll tell us exactly what you guys think. So please head on over to Redbubble and do a little likesy.
The link for our Redbubble store is going to be in the description of this video, as well as you can find it on the link on our Instagram. And just head on over to the shop. There are multiple different items that you can get on it. There's stickers, water bottles, even aprons, so that when you're cooking up your favorite garlic dish, you can be a garlic boy in the kitchen as well.
I've actually been in need of an apron. I might get one myself. I'll get a team. I'll get a Team Connor one.
I think I'm going to get a Team Connor one too. If you'd like to support us in other ways, you can also support us on our Patreon at patreon.com/thegarlicboys. Lowest tier there starts at $3 a month, and it's full of exclusive content. There'll probably be discount codes for our merch on there if I can figure out how to do that eventually. As well as if you'd like to watch video versions of these episodes, such as if you want to see what Matt saw throughout this episode, you can subscribe to us on YouTube at youtube.com/@thegarlicboys, and subscribe and follow us there for new episodes every Wednesday of that show. Alrighty, Matt, it's time for our favorite segment of the supplementary mom report.
I know. I've been looking all over the place for moms in my in my bedroom or in the room that I'm in. Not finding anything. Come on, moms.
You have no moms in your room?
I don't have any moms in my room. Okay. Here we go. I got this. Agatha Christie. I don't know if you had any kids, but you're a mom in my heart. I have a bookshelf full of books, and I think she's the only female author that I have.
I don't think Agatha Christie had any children.
Okay, well, she's a mom to me, all right?
Book mommy.
Book mommy, yeah. Good old Agatha Christie. Your mom's sitting there, isn't she? Oh, that's good. Do you have a supplemental mom report?
Amelia Pond.
Amelia Pond is a good mom.
That's Amy Pond from Doctor Who, mother to River Song. Don't ask me how it worked out. I still don't understand that plot line.
Her actual name was Melody Pond, given at birth, and then she switched it to River Song, which is like a play on melody, song, and river pond. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's a wild plot line. It was, and then River was going to kill Hitler. It was wild. That was
Crazy.
wild.
The Matt Smith era. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, no, that Matt Smith's era was probably the craziest of all of the eras.
Oh, for sure.
But I love that show so much. Yeah, that's all I got.
Do you want to use that as your final thoughts?
No, I actually do have a final thought. I had one prepared.
Okay, go for it. Go for it.
Listener, come in really, really close. I love you. That's all.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Garlic Boys. And as always, remember to stay garlicky.
Did mine come through? I don't know if it came through. I was pretty loud.
You want to try it again?
Garlicky.
Nope, that's not what I meant. Just,
Stay garlicky.
you got it. You got to be quiet so I can do this.
I never have to be quiet. You can't make me.
Well, that's all from us this week. And as always, remember to stay garlicky. Oh my gosh, your voice is so deep.
Oh my gosh.